One of the least discussed realities of the Korean War is that far more structures failed from rot and weather than from enemy fire. Roads washed out, bridges softened, bunkers decayed, and supply depots collapsed under their own weight, not because they were badly designed, but because the materials were exposed longer than planners expected. The war did not move quickly. It settled into years of static positions, monsoon rains, freeze-thaw cycles, and constant moisture. In that environment, untreated or improperly protected wood deteriorated fast. What surprised many engineers was that some of the longest-lasting structures were not the most modern, but the ones built using older, almost forgotten methods of outdoor wood protection. These methods were not improvised folklore. They were the product of centuries of trial, failure, and adaptation, and the Korean War forced modern armies to rediscover why they worked. Where applied thoughtfully, tarred joints resisted moisture intrusion and fungal growth. Unlike brittle paints, these coatings aged gradually and could be repaired easily. This adaptability proved valuable in prolonged deployments. Such methods required patience and familiarity, qualities often undervalued in modern logistics planning. Failures clarified the cost of ignoring traditional protection. Where wood was left bare and unprotected, decay followed predictable patterns. Ground contact accelerated rot. Trapped moisture caused internal breakdown. Fasteners corroded, staining and weakening surrounding fibers. These failures were not merely structural inconveniences. They compromised shelters, storage, and defensive works. Each repair pulled manpower from other tasks. Over time, the cumulative cost became strategic. The Korean War demonstrated that durability is not achieved through speed alone. It is achieved through respect for environment and material behavior. These lessons influenced post-war military and civilian practice. After the war, engineering manuals placed renewed emphasis on drainage, ventilation, and material protection. Chemical treatments improved, but they were now seen as part of a system, not a standalone solution. Traditional methods informed modern standards rather than being dismissed. In disaster response and austere construction doctrine, old protection techniques were acknowledged as viable fallback options. This recognition persists quietly in modern preparedness planning. Traditional wood protection methods succeed because they address root causes, not symptoms. They manage moisture, exposure, and biological attack using principles that do not depend on industrial supply chains. For survivalists, homesteaders, and anyone building where maintenance resources are limited, these methods remain relevant. They require effort, observation, and patience, qualities that cannot be substituted with convenience. The Korean War serves as a modern reminder that technological progress does not erase environmental reality. Remembering these overlooked practices matters because they reveal how people adapted when modern systems fell short. They show that resilience often comes from humility, from accepting that older knowledge exists for a reason. If you value this kind of grounded historical analysis, where warfare exposes lessons about materials, endurance, and preparation, consider subscribing to the channel. Share this video with others who believe that understanding history means paying attention to what quietly worked when conditions were hardest.